Bisloba here. After a lot of thought, I decided I would like to create a video series for myself on which I'll be posting regularly on this channel I just created for this type of thing, and hopefully everything goes accordingly. So, as you can see on the screen, I decided to create an original character for using it in future D&D sessions that I'm going to join in. This character, her name is Alessia Florencio, and she's from an Italian family, mostly known for their fire and poison magic, as well as their ancient connection with the mythical beast, the manticores. And I decided, after some thought and thinking about what would her backstory be and how I wanted to do her design, and also talking about the D&D master, I had some limitations going on. So, for example, she has horns and she has a tail, but I couldn't really transpire that much on her design because she has to keep hidden from the outside of her family. She couldn't really show her horns and tails, so I kind of hid them, uh, either with her hair for the horns and as a belt, like the tail is kind of like a belt. So it's kind of a bit weird, but that's what I decided to go with. And yeah, basically, she's half manticore as well. Since she's from a manticore family and she belongs to the main line of the family. So um, I decided to also create these videos from now on to portray my artistic growth. So I decided, what if I create a character and I develop my artistic skills as I go with it? So it's like I make a new character and I can just develop and have a reason to create videos and talk about my process and how it went and explain bit by bit what I was feeling like and why I created and did the decisions I did. So this is why I decided to do this video in the first place. So basically I just wanted to note that in the video. So coming back to the character Alessia, she is a best friend, and it's also a character that I'm also going to create in the near future. Not on the next video, but hopefully, if everything goes accordingly, on the next one after that one. So, um, coming back, Alessia has a best friend, and she's actually going to be a character for a friend of mine that's also going to join the D&D sessions, and they both share a love for botanics, and they meet up every day on the school's rooftop to take care of the school's garden, and most of all create new poisons from plants and fungi, which is their true shared passion. They are both from very prestigious families that get along very well, so they have been childhood friends since they were basically babies. So, yeah, they decided to make the school's rooftop their spot to hang out, and they even had the winter garden built just for them there to study and work on their projects and have some tea and snack breaks whenever they feel like it. So yeah, they have the whole shenanigan over there just for them. They are really good friends. So um, as you can see, I have painted and started to do some highlights and some shadowing on the hair, which was the most difficult part of the whole design in my opinion. And before I decided to do on this wart work, I had to study a bit some new digital art techniques that I've always wanted to experiment in order to reach the closest to the style of some artists I enjoy watching and following, like Hana Q, Midari Mimi, and Team ACHV. And it was tough, and I had to go around some techniques and such, but I think it was in the end, you'll see, but I enjoyed the final result, at least in my opinion. So yeah, I had to improvise a bit those techniques because they were not uh, the most easy for me to learn in my own experience. It was, if I had to make an analogy, it was more close to techniques from a painting course than a drawing course, and I did a drawing course, so it was just a bit difficult, but it was pretty fun overall, and I enjoyed the results. Although it was a struggle to begin with, it ended up on a good note, and I'm happy overall with the final results. So, as you can see, I decided to go for a bit more pizzazz color scheme to show both of her magical elements like fire and poison, as well as her noble background with the magentas and the purples and the royal blues, as well as some red and gold details to add more contrast to the mix. And I I personally wasn't thinking of doing the bottom of her hair purple, but I thought, hmm, she needs some light going on, some more contrast with her dark clothing. I thought it would be all too dark, so I kind of did some purple, magentas, and whitish um, contrasts on the bottom of her hair, and I think it turned out really good. So yeah, and one thing that I also decided to do in the end that I was not expecting was to add some gold contrasts as well as I don't know if you can see, but there's a little Tamagotchi under her left arm. I just wanted to add that detail there, since it's an object of nostalgia for me, and I just thought of showing her the bit soft side of her childish side, as I also have one. Um, she's always very, how can I say, she always has that aura, that imposing aura, and she always very serious, and she always wants to make her family name look good, so she always has a very serious posture. But she also has her childish side. That's why she has the Tamagotchi. And I decided in the end, like I was mentioning before, I wanted to add some golden contrast. And after some pondering, I decided to add some golden filigree patterns to her clothing. You can see right now, but it will start to show up later. Um, I I wanted to really bring her aristocratic roots, so I decided to add some filigree on the red parts of her clothing and on the other parts as well as the buttons. I've always been very passionate about Portuguese filigree, and since I it's the one I've always seen throughout the annual Portuguese Craftsman's Festival I attend. I just thought it would be really cool to try out. I always try to find unconventional details to add, and I really love detail as you can see. So I decided to add some golden filigree, and I really liked how it came out in the end. Uh, I really like it because it looks fine and delicate, and it just looks just by itself a whole heart piece on its own. So uh, after finishing Alessia, I can't wait on to work on another piece with her. So until next time, Bisloba is out.